All right. Well, that probably worked. I don't know. You are live. Good. Okay. I'm gonna eventually get this process down to something that's easier than what I'm doing right now. So, is the bot working? The bot is not saying anything in here, which makes me feel like it's not working. Yeah, it somehow got the wrong chat. Ah, now we are good. Hello, I am a bot. I am now online. All right, does the today command work? Have to stream to the void for a minute or something? Honestly, even if that's the case, that would be totally fine with me. I don't see a problem with that, as long as I don't say anything too important in the first minute. But hi, everybody. Good to see you again. Yeah, here we go. All right, I'm not even going to probably update the today command here either. Yeah. It's not showing me as online for you. Interesting. I hope it does eventually. Let me see if it's even showing for me on my phone. Because I should be live. Huh, yeah. Oh, maybe it's unlisted. Oh my God. This stupid thing. Yeah, it's unlisted. Publish there. Now it's public. Thank you for telling me, Toulouse. I don't think I would have realized. Did it actually publish? Never gonna figure this out. We're never just gonna have a smooth start to the stream. Okay, no, we are live. Yeah. Now, why can't I see this? Hey, Clarkio, thanks for the raid. I am just really quickly trying to figure out why my phone is not showing that I'm online. Okay, here it is. Yeah. All right. So, welcome in, everybody. Hope the stream is good. I have been learning Godot multiplayer stuff for a while now. Got a lot of the notes online here, and what we started with was some kind of basic stuff of how do you even make one of these kinds of games? How do you publish it? How do you make it accessible to people? And then what I've been working on today so far has been, let's see if I can start the server here. It's been getting multiple players to spawn in. And so it's now working. Hang on a second. Yeah. So now you can move around, you can jump, and you can collide with other people. But you can see on this left window, movement is very smooth. And on the right window, it's a little bit jittery because it's only getting replicated positions from the left window. And same thing over here. It looks smooth on the right window, but now over here it looks jittery. So that's what I'm going to try to work on. And the general theory here is you get positions of something from the server, and instead of just setting the position every time, you smoothly move between those positions. And that is not that hard to do in practice. So I don't think this part's going to be all that difficult. I think doing it in a generic way is going to be a little bit harder. But I think before we even get to that, I probably need to check in what I've done so far because I have made a lot of changes. So yeah, well, welcome on in, everybody. And let's see what we've got here. So game does not have a physics process. Just going to delete all this stuff that we had here too. Okay, so now inside of test spawn, we're going to call this something like spawn player, I guess. Spawn, I guess again, an underscore player. All right, how does that look? This is good. We do have this still on multiplayer spawners spawned. I don't think we want that anymore, and I think we need to delete this from somewhere else too. Yeah, this. Delete the connection, and then delete the function. And now Godot should ask if we want to reload the scene. Yes, good. All right, I think that's fine. What about lobby? Player instance is a node. We save that off. That doesn't really do anything for us though. And when you disconnect, it doesn't remove the player. We need that to happen too. Maybe that's what I'll do first. Get the, or remove players who disconnect. Also, before I forget, let me add this into here. Godot prototype, learned more about multiplayer. Got to the point where you could move players around. Yeah, ideally, we have more to show than just that at some point. All right, register newly connecting player. That's done. Good. We don't use this anymore. All right, I think we're looking good. We have an ID here, but there's actually no reason to have this anymore because it's always going to be the multiplayer authority. So I guess we can just get rid of that. Why is this red now? Oh, new ID is not used anymore? Oh, because I'd set it? Okay, yeah, sure, fine. This could just be called ID. Or owner ID, maybe? I don't know. Owner ID. Okay. Anything else I need to change? I don't think so. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. All right, so let's check this in. Well, this on its own was just like add debugging configuration. But then the rest of these are going to be add controllable players. There's no smooth movement and players aren't removed upon disconnecting yet. All right. All right, then let's push that code so you get access to that. Okay, so deleting players. Let's go figure that out. So on disconnect, where might that be? There it is, on player disconnected. Got it. So this is called on the server and the remaining clients. So when it's the server, actually, I guess even when it's called on clients, we can know to just delete all their stuff, right? Yeah, I guess every person can know to delete this. Although, what happens if we just delete it on the server? I wonder if that replicates automatically. Kind of want to try that. How about let's test that out. So if for the server, then remove their player. What does it mean to remove a player? I mean, we haven't coded it yet. Player get note. Oh, wow, that's pretty good. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I want. Does that just work, I wonder? We're about to find out. So we start this up. We should have two players just like before. And which one is this one? Okay, so when I X out of this, we should see the right player get deleted. It does not look like that got replicated. But I bet if we rejoin now, we're going to see this node and then not this one. So this one is 1948. So I bet 1948 is going to be gone. Actually, both of those will be gone now. Oh, they just got moved to some weird position. This implies that this isn't working correctly. I wonder. This isn't even get node or null. This is just get node. Should be this. Is it because we added this to the wrong? Yeah, I see. It's got to be added into the spawner thing, and it's not there right now. Game has spawned icons. It really should be called spawned players. If I rename this to spawned players, does this update the multiplayer spawner? Yeah, it does. And so now if I search for spawned icons, some stuff still shows up here. This is not right. Oh, it's because I forgot to save. Okay, now it's gone. And so now we want to do that same thing here. We want to get node or null. It's actually spawned players. Get node or null. All right, that should work. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to close out of the right window. Nice, it deleted it. And if I close out of this one too, and then reconnect to the server, we should have a brand new scene. Yeah. Okay, so players are getting removed now when they disconnect. That's good. So let's check that in. Remove player. This could have been done via a signal. I mean, that's a cleanup thing I should eventually do. Clean up. Have something like player, what's it called? On player disconnected. Send a signal rather than calling into game directly. Okay, but I think we're generally pretty good here. Player, yep. So only the server needs to remove it. That's actually another good thing to know about this, which I only just realized. Should they be removed or wait to remove in case they reconnect? In this case, just remove immediately. If this were a real game, yeah, maybe you'd want to show them like faded out or something while they're reconnecting. And then after 20 seconds, remove them. But yeah, for now, it's just a prototype. So spawners only replicate the node's creation. Well, it's really only, I guess, creation or deletion. So spawners also replicate the deletion of nodes. So you could only do it on the, you only have to do it on the server. Where did that logic go here? Now removing it there will only remove the node. So everyone's still gonna have players in the, oh no, no, they won't. You could have code like this. Is this a custom solution or it has multiplayer built in? It has multiplayer built in. Yeah. All right, so this is the code that I want. Just tab the whole thing in. This always looks weird. Like, I don't want this to be here on the left side, but there's no way to really get rid of that. Oh, well. Or wait a sec. Did I? Yeah, I think that's fine. All right. I think we're good. Let's check that in. Remove players on disconnect. Good. And then the next thing is get movement to look good and test it with chat. So get movement to look good. This is the part that is going to be hard to do generically, I think. So this physics process only works for the main player. Everyone else is just going to get the position to be replicated from the server, and we have no way of smoothing that out. So the way we could do this is we could call into something like what I had in my code over here. What did I call it? Like unauthorized, or I don't remember what I called it. Let's just search for physics. Yeah, I have way too many different projects here, and I don't remember what I put this in. Wow, I have no idea how I accidentally did that. I wanted to search over here for physics. Yeah. Okay, now one of these, there it is, right there. It's in Basics of Multiplayer. Okay, so this is the script I want to open. And this is the code that I had. And we had this non-authoritative one, which would lerp between the position that was synced. Okay, so let's just copy this, because this is pretty close to what I want, but not exactly. So in ready, I guess we'll always have a physics process, and depending on whether we're the authority or not, we'll just run a different function. I don't know if there's a better way of doing this in particular, but it doesn't really matter. All right, so this code goes there. So now we don't need this anymore. Then in the non-authoritative one, so this is the authoritative one. This is a float and looks like that. This also should look like that and be a float. Delta is unused here. I don't know. Instead of position, would sending velocity be better and apply it on the clients? I'm not sure. Yeah, I really don't know. And that's kind of part of what I'm trying to learn here and test out is like what does look the best, what feels pretty good. I think at some point we're going to need some kind of game behind this just to see what feels good in practice. And the game doesn't need to be intense. And that's where I was thinking like, okay, we have this platformer thing. What if you just had to jump to a particular platform? And that's it. And the first person to make it to the platform, whatever, gets a point. Something along those lines where it's like, that'll help us test, does this stuff feel good in practice? And I think we'll slowly get there. So here we had a sync pause. And where was that used? It started at 0 and we just set it to whatever the global position was. something is slightly amiss here. And then we would sync that. So that's the position we're syncing. I think you're going to need velocities and stuff if you eventually do any prediction. I mean, you can essentially compute the velocity if you keep enough of the previous frames. Or even if you just keep one of the previous positions, you can figure out what the velocity is just based on that. Because all velocity is a change in your position. But I guess in one, you could be a frame delayed, I suppose. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. All right, so what do we have here? Sync pause is set to 0. And then we lerp it there and we set it in the authoritative physics process. And we sync sync pause. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Let's set this. And then we have the lerp here already. And then we need to set this on the other side. Yeah, here. And then we need to synchronize this thing. So in the authoritative one, at the end of move and slide, I guess when we would put it there. Because this is done beforehand. I think we want to do it this way. Last build took about 30 minutes. Whoa, really? Is it like an intense Docker image? Because I feel like a Raspberry Pi should be able to handle that. I guess it depends on what your disk I/O is. Maybe if it's a slow SD card, then that could explain it. Okay, now now we go get the position that we're synchronizing and we synchronize a different thing. So now instead of player position, we're just going to delete this. And we're going to add in sync pause. Add. Okay, so now that's what's synchronized and we're lerping. And so let's just test this out and see what happens. It might already work and look a little better, and it might not work. And we already saw some weird lerping there from vector 0. Okay, so I'm controlling the window on the right. And on the left, you see it's still pretty smooth. And that's the lerping coming into play. So actually, if you were to just look at this, it'd be probably pretty hard for you to tell which one is the one I'm giving my input into. Running from a flash drive? Yeah, that's probably pretty slow. All right, so now the left window has the focus. It's very interesting to see this. Because, like, I'm controlling both, but one is delayed. But you wouldn't know that if you were only looking at the second window. And that's how all games work. What you're seeing is not the same as what anybody else is seeing. Well, unless they have exactly the same latency from whatever other clients, I guess. No, wait, no, it still wouldn't be the case. Oh, could be, I guess, if they're not moving. Like, if I just stop, then everyone's seeing exactly the same thing. But that's not interesting. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty good. And that's all that took. So, not bad, I guess. So, I think we should test this now with Twitch chat. And I guess YouTube chat, although YouTube chat has been dead so far. And I don't have input validation yet. So how would we test this? We need a little bit more of a world, I suppose. Hey, Leaf. Yeah, who needs input validation? What language am I using? I'm using GDScript, which is a Godot specific language. It's sort of like Python. Okay, so we'll need to flesh out the game world a little bit. Right now we just have this garbage looking thing. Also, the window itself, I can't expand yet. No, I can, it just doesn't do anything. Okay, we need to fix that too. So let's go to project settings and look at display and get this to stretch. So mode is going to be, I don't know what the difference is. Let's just pick viewport. Uh-oh, Godot's doing that thing where it lags all the time. Aspect keep, that's fine. Oh, don't do this. Don't do it, Godot. No. Yeah, this is what killed my stream the other day when Godot just started lagging like this. I got so frustrated. I just couldn't handle it anymore. I did hover over the label. I didn't see a difference. between them. Oh, you mean hover over this? Oh, yeah. Thank you. Base size specified in width and height in the project settings is stretched to cover the whole screen. This means everything is rendered directly at the target resolution. And viewport sets the scene is rendered as viewport first. Finally, it's scaled to fit the screen. Recommended for games that use a pixel art aesthetic. I don't know. I don't know if this matters. Why is it lagging at all? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, let's... Oh, come on. Well, the last time this happened, someone suggested, why don't you change the renderer? So let's try doing that. I can't even control the program right now. This does not bode well. The true farce on Carol. Yeah. Okay, so the beach ball went away, but like I still can't click anything. Come on. Get this thing to go away. Oh, there we go. Close. All right, let's change the renderer to compatibility. Requires a save and restart. Let's do that. Could you code missing sending a packet every so often to see how that looks with Alert? I don't know if I could, because this is all handled by the multiplayer synchronizer. So I probably need to like override a function that does the synchronizing and once every 100 packets, delete a packet or something. So I'm not totally sure how I would do that. Is this lagging anymore? What happens if I hit play? Okay, so now I should be able to full screen this. Good. And it says connecting to the server failed. I don't have the server running. That's why it failed. So now it should connect. And I want to look at this in, full screen. This looks... Whoop, I fell off the world. Okay, well, so much for that. Let's try the other one. Should probably make it so you can come back if you do that. I feel like I want it to be a little bit more zoomed out. Like the world should just be bigger. So we got to change something. I'm not totally sure what it's called, but we'll go find out. Probably the viewport size. And it's probably in display anyway, so let's see if we can find it. Display window. Yeah, here it is. Viewport width and height. Let's set this to 1280 by 720. I mean, that's at least something. Yeah. Then let's add in a key that you can press that'll respawn you somewhere. So UI accept, left, right. We'll just have it be if you press the R key. UI reset. Is there anything that's already set? Maybe like escape. Project. Input map. Show built-in. We accept. Select as space. I guess these are the same. We have cancel. Tab. Shift tab. Left, right, up, down. Let's have it be home. UI home. Sure, whatever. That's good enough. UI home. And I guess not is on floor. Then we set your position equal to, I don't know, vector 2, random integer up to 1,000. And then the y coordinate, I guess, would be like 700. I'll just go test that out really fast. So I press home now. That does not do anything. I wonder if the reason why it's not doing anything is because the server doesn't know about it. But that seems strange because it should never be processing like that. What is going on there? That's strange. Oh, and not is on floor. Right, right. There we go. Okay, 700 is the wrong direction, or the wrong coordinate. I needed to be negative because 700 is the bottom of the screen. So, whoops. Let's just set it to 0. I guess you fall from the top of the screen. Okay, there we go. So this is intended for when you fall off the world and need to come back. You can just press home. Although it probably should just automatically do that. Wouldn't prediction be more problematic with synchronized position only in regards to stuff like acceleration and impulses? Yeah, I think we'll need to test this with more than just the forces that the player applies. Yeah, I'll write this here. Man, I have all these ideas for multiplayer games I want to try out. And I'm very torn because some of these games I want to try, but I don't have a great idea for. It's just like a nugget of an idea. And so I don't think they'll be very fun. But and even just getting to the point where we can test them, there's got to be enough development done to see, does that nugget of an idea work? Okay, so this is good. Yeah, this is good. So now let's go make a slightly more of a world for there to be here. Um, Sorry, I'm trying to think for a second. I guess I want platforms and blocks just like Jump Royale had. So maybe we'll just make a block scene that looks like this and then we can stretch it however we want. At least that way the collision shape would always match here. Can we like export this to its own scene? Reparent to new node. What does this do? I don't think this is what I want. No, it is not what I want. But that's interesting to know that that's a thing and you can't undo it. Oh no. Delete. I guess we changed the order of it. Yeah. Okay, what I wanted is to make it its own scene. Save branches scene. There we go. Okay, so we'll call this block. Yeah. And now if we go into this, this is going to be a block. The block will be inside of the world. The world doesn't exist. Everything is a lie. World. Oh, we can't name it world because this is called block right now, or this is called world. Let's just delete this one. All right, world. Great. So block. What do we have? We're just going to make this be a regular thing. Take its transform, reset its scale. This is, I don't even know if this will work. This is a good idea. Reset this stuff. Where's its size? How do I change that? Huh. I don't see a reset for that. I guess I have to drag this? Weird. Okay. All right, so we just need to make this match. Whoops. There. Okay, so can I take that? If I say instantiate child scene, block. Now where did that go? There it is. And then can I don't think I can change the size of this. Oh, I did not plan this, did I? We would need to, how do you do this? There's something like make it expand or collapse. No, it's not that. I forgot how you do this. Make local. Yeah, there we go. Then you can edit this stuff. Right, but there's got to be a way for me to just change the size of, oh, that's gone. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye, block. Just delete you and try again. Yeah, I truly don't know. Oh, this messed that up too, huh? How does this work? I can't seem to redo this. I want to be able to take this parent block thing. I guess this doesn't have a size. So I suppose what I'm trying to do doesn't make sense. I want something that's set to the size of a parent that I can then customize. And node 2D, what's under node 2D? Animated sprite, canvas group, bone 2D, more polygon. I guess it could actually be a sprite with no texture That way it's given a width. Also, this is lagging even in compatibility. This does not bode well. So change type to sprite. Now can we resize the sprite? Transform scale. We can change the scale, but you should be able to change the width and height, right? What if I made this like that and then just made it invisible? Yeah, that would work. Okay, this is like the dumbest thing I've done, but I just wanted a quick way of being able to set up the world. So we're going to do that, and we're going to set the visibility of this to false. Oh, it changes the visibility of everything. Okay, we're going to set the modulate of this to no. Yep, it changes everything. Okay, well, then I don't know what to do. I essentially need something that has a width and height, but that is invisible. Or I just need to drag individual things that we have here. I can think of a bunch of other ways to do this too. I don't know. I don't know what the like proper way of doing this would be. Does anything else make sense here? I don't think so. Actually, you know what would probably help is seeing what does sprite inherit from, and it's just directly node 2D. So yeah, and node 2D has a position, but no other transform. There's a global transform. Can you set the width of a node 2D? I don't think that makes sense, but let's see. There is a transform. There's a scale. Yeah, but there's no width. One of these things is like don't allow clicking children. Lock selected node. Group selected node. Make the children not selectable. Yeah. So now I'm dragging everything. And yeah, there's no way to increase this. Oh well. What is the width and height for? So originally I had a very long block in the arena at the bottom of the screen. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to be able to set actually what I guess Magic Viper just said should work. Yeah, I essentially just save this, go over to game, and then in here we just set the transform so that this is not locked. Oh yeah, that works just fine. Okay, thanks Magic Viper. That's totally fine. Yeah. Yeah, originally what I was trying to do is get those little grab handles there, but I don't think that'll work easily. Okay, so this will form the floor. Oh, this is incredibly hard to use right now because of how laggy it's being. Oh man. Also, I don't even know where the origin went. How do I recenter this? Move. Is there some like re-center selection? There we go. Okay, so since this forms the floor, we'll put this at the very bottom like this, and we'll just make its X scale gigantic. There we go. Although actually it probably shouldn't be that big so you can fall off the world still if you want to. So we just need it to be big enough, which is probably like that. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, so there's our floor. Is the lag a Mac issue? I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. So we'll call this floor, and then everything else will just be some random stuff you can jump on. Where is instantiate? There. All right, put another block. Let's put one here. We should probably modulate these a little bit. I'll do that in a sec. Put another block, I don't know, here. Okay, now block itself is going to get a modulate on its sprite. We can uncheck this thing. Where does it go? Here. Yeah, so we'll make this just, I don't know. Sure, whatever. It doesn't need to look good. And then if we want platforms, we need to do like directional collision, which I forgot how we even did that in Jump Royale. Jump Royale. Abby? I don't know where the cat went. Scenes. There was no scene for a... Oh, I remember now. It was in the tile set. You set this stuff. There was some flag in there, and I probably even wrote this down in Godot engine somewhere, right? Direction, collision. Did I not write this down? Huh. Why would I have not taken notes on this? I don't know. Maybe it's somewhere else. What else do I have here? General scripting. No, I don't think so. Unless I would have put it in here. No. Maybe I called it something else. One way, maybe? One way collision. See these instructions. Yeah. I.e. directional. I searched for direction, so I should be able to find it by direction in the future. Yeah, see these instructions. Yeah, I remember these not being like the most straightforward instructions. And this was what? We added shapes and then configure settings per tile, polygon. You'll see one-way collision under there for a physics layer. Is this possible with just a collision shape? Why is this only serves to provide a collision shape? Used as a child of... Oh yeah, this should have been a static body. Whoopsie. Okay, is there one-way collision in here? One-way collision, it's right there, yeah. Okay, cool. So then we'll just save this entire scene as a new scene. Save scene as platform. Platforms are going to be a little smaller. Actually, we can actually just shrink them with this scale over here. Well, this is not the smartest way of doing it. Scale here. Okay, something like that. And then in the collision, we just say one-way collision. Now, how do we set how this works? Sets whether this collision shape should only detect collision on one side, top or bottom. How does it know which... I don't know how it detects that. But let's try it out, I guess. Yeah, I don't know how you determine which way is the one way. Let's make platforms a slightly different color too, I suppose. So I had a modulate here of this. Let's just set it to... are these even going to show up? What am I doing? Connect to server failed. Yeah, they're black. Okay, so the platforms will be like reddish, I suppose. They're not going to be very obvious. Well, they'll have a red face on them. How's Abby doing? She's mostly good. I was playing with her a lot over lunchtime, and she was very energetic. She's been doing this. She's like an action movie star. She'll run toward, like, we have this little toy. It's like a mouse on a string essentially, and she'll run toward it. But instead of just like getting it and swiping at it, she catches it and then like flips her whole body around and does a somersault over it. And so today she was moving with just such speed that she like bolted across the floor and did practically a flip over the mouse. She didn't even catch it. I think she's just trying to show off now. So we'll put a platform in a couple places, I suppose. Why can't I move this? Why can't I move this? Oh, it's just super laggy. Okay, so there's our platform, which we can't even easily get to. So it looks like collision is just from the top. Yeah. This is it. This is the game. Wow, what a fun game. Feel like you should be able to move under this platform. So we'll tweak another couple things. We'll also make the players a lot smaller, I think. So we'll set their scale to be lower. Yeah, there. Wow, what a game. What a great game. So stupid. Um, like I said, we'll eventually get to the point where we make a game. This is not it. All right, so let's add in some more platforms here. Platform. Oh, this is still called block. Be called platform. So floor, block, block, another platform, instantiate, platform, and maybe another one, and then that's it. Okay. Okay, that's it. That's the game. I just made Celeste 2. Maybe if you hit the ceiling, we should... No, I guess that's fine. There's one other little thing I want to do here just to make this a little bit better. And that's it. If you press down, that we change your Y direction. If input.getAxis UI down. Ooh, that's interesting. All right, then velocity Y, we'll just double gravity. Yeah. Too few calls. Oh, I see. This should be like up or down. Hey, Alt F4. How goes it? And welcome in, everybody. We are working on a multiplayer game prototype. So let me finish this one line of code and then I can show you what we're doing here. If it's left and right, left is negative. So up is going to be negative here. Yeah. So UI up, UI down. I think that should work. Let's try this out. So this is just a prototype. This is not a game. This looks like trash. I don't care. You can just jump around. And what I'm trying to do is put this online. Yeah, so this is the thing I just added in. You can hold down and you can make your character have double gravity. I should probably make it like triple or something. Anyway, I want to put this online and I want everyone to be able to connect to this and see how does it feel. Does the movement look smooth? Does it feel, I don't know. And like I said, it's not a game. There's no purpose to this. You can literally just do exactly what you see here. You can jump around. Yeah, it's an ARPG already. All right, so let's just triple gravity there, which is adding one more gravity. We already have gravity being added here, so this is triple of it because we now have 3 of it being applied. So now do we get to drop faster? Oh wait, if I press up, it also does that? Oh, interesting. It was only supposed to be if you press down. Oh, I clearly don't know how this works. Yeah, all right. And we should probably add in double jumping and whatever else. So if direction, this is a float. Move toward velocity x 0 speed. Whatever, I don't care. Let's just try putting this online. Let's see. I wrote a whole section on how to export. And yeah, we gotta go read all this again. I imagine this will take like 20 minutes. So if people want to play this very fun game, they'll have to wait at least that long. So first we need to install build templates, not like that. Where is it? There it is. Export templates. We're on 4.2.1 and we don't have this installed already. Yeah, so how do we install it? Wait, why does it say uninstall? We only have stable.mono and then 4.1.1. Huh. I guess I just click this. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, is this the editor lag moment? It probably is. This is what lagged last time. I was trying to go through all these export templates. How do we get into rocket science? This is definitely not rocket science. Oh, weird. Yeah, weird. It says they're installed and ready to use, but I don't see them. Oh, other installed versions. Okay. Yep, now it's lagging. Wow. All right, well, let's close out of everything we can to make this any easier for my poor, incredibly beefy system that should not be struggling with this at all. I blame Godot. All right, so now we go to export. Did it just crash? No, it just all tabbed. Okay, add a preset. So I want it to run on my desktop, which I guess doesn't really matter. Does it matter? I can already run it myself. Yeah, so I guess all we need to do is the web export. Okay, so how do we do this? How to export. Make sure to install. I did that. Set the export path. So HTML/output. I'll call it dist, I guess. This sucks so much. I swear this is like the most frustrating thing about this. The only way for me to set this stuff up, I think, is through Godot. And I like can't click anything without it just terribly lagging. Like now I can't even get that tooltip off the screen. I think there's a button underneath it. Yep, there's the button. Okay, good. So now we create a folder, call this dist, I guess, and save it in here. So I think I saved it as out last time. I should probably just stick with that convention. Yeah. Oh, this is bad. Maybe there's a CLI to create the export. There might be. Yeah, the notes are at notes@atomlearns.com. All I want to do is export this. Come on. Come on, Godot. Yeah. Oh man, has anyone reported an issue about this? Like my whole system is becoming unusable. All right, whatever. Let's just call this something before I run out of patience here. I've already typed in index, but I don't think it's gonna get picked up. I don't even see a cursor there. Yeah, what a shame. There. Okay, cool. Got it. Save. Okay, now what? Problem is I don't know all these steps. That's it. Okay, that's easy. We're done. Okay, so now we choose export project and hit save, and I think we're good. It said export with debug. I actually don't want that. Would this help? There is command line exporting? Oh, but you need to have configured the build already? Yeah, I think once this is set up, I think it should be fine. How to export. And then click export project. Or do it through the command line. Yeah. It's just not going to work. Well, I had that thing down about changing the renderer. I wonder if that's still in my notes, because I guess we can delete that now. Renderer. Yeah, I still encounter issues with Godot lagging. Maybe try switching to a different renderer. You can apparently customize at the top right of the editor. I just did this. What is this issue? Script editor becomes intermittently unresponsive on M2 Pro. Using mobile or forward. I'm using the compatibility one right now, though. On the Angle OpenGL compatibility renderer or mobile? I guess we'll delete this note. Maybe I should try the mobile renderer. Because, yeah, you see at the upper right here, it says compatibility. I should probably just close this whole thing down, huh? Okay, fine. Force quit. Oh, what a shame. Okay, can I change the renderer from here? I don't think so. So I'll open this up and I'll change it immediately. We'll try the mobile one. Save and restart. Okay, let's see if this is any better. With any luck, it is, and I can just export from here. So I chose export project. We already have this as output. I just want to export with debug stuff. So now save. Okay, I mean, it seems a little bit faster. I'll probably write this in the engine. Do we have a troubleshooting section? Yeah. Lag on Mac OS. So especially when trying to export builds, I get a lot of lag. It seems like the mobile renderer may help with that. Where's the issue that I had open? Ah, here it is. Copy link and type it in. Okay. Okay, so now we have exported this thing and I should be able to just run it, right? So hosting the web export, hosting locally, easiest way to do this with the Python script. Wait a second. Could I tunnel then to my own computer for that? I should be able to, right? Yeah, I think I can. Still can't understand how all your knowledge fits in your head. I mean, it doesn't. I save it all in Obsidian, and then I just look at that. It's like I don't have this stuff memorized. If you want to easily share this with people without having to upload anywhere, use a tunnel, hosting on a shared host. Okay, I mean, let's try this one, I guess. Host it on my own computer and then just tunnel to it. I just got to be a little careful about how I do this. So host.py, where is that? Concrete steps are very simple. Download this page. It's not this page. Here's a direct link to the Python script. Yeah, this. So download this as host.py. And was my like whole system unusable now? What's going on? There's a lot of weird stuff happening right now. Do I have host.py in here? I have post.py. No, I don't see it. I don't think it should really go there either. I feel like I should put it over here maybe. Yeah, I'll just open up host.py, paste all of this in. Why I can't paste? What's going on? Man, no, my whole computer's unresponsive right now. Something weird is happening. Hey, Syntonic. Happy Friday to you too. Oh man, there's a whole lot of weird stuff happening. Like, it's just switching windows for me. Like, okay, I pressed the keyboard shortcut to switch windows. See how long that took? Something odd is happening. At least I can paste this in though. Okay, so that was step one. Step two is to just run this hosting my file, path to folder containing HTML. Yeah. So let's do that. I'll make a host.sh. Maybe one of the game instances is broken. I don't think it is though. I think it's just Godot. Hey, Proo. You using WebSocket server in Godot? Otherwise, multiplayer will not work in browser. Yeah, I am. Yeah. I think I have it somewhere over here. Yeah, WebSocket multiplayer peer. Okay, so bin shell. All we're going to do with this is just run whatever it is that I had typed out over here. This. Yeah. Hey, Abby. Want to come up? She's just staring at my hand. Hey. Okay, goodbye. Cat left. So path to this is going to be dist, and then that's it, right? chmod plus x host.sh. Okay, so if I were to host this now, I would be able to load it myself. Yeah. And then if I have the server running, which would actually have been from this window, server, and then code Godot multiplayer. It'd be nice if I could type multiplayer platform prototype. Yeah, and then host from here. sh. Okay, that's weird. What are you doing up there? Is that a yeah, I can collide with it. Huh. Did I say hi, Abby? Why are you leaving? Stay, frou frou. I don't know what that player is doing up there. Am I using Tmux? No, I'm not using any screen or Tmux or any multiplexer. What is this doing though? That's the part. Oh! It's this window. Okay, so something got messed up here. Why did this not get? Ooh, I think I know. I think because of how Chrome allows WebSocket stuff in the background. So if I move this, then I go over to here. Yeah, you see it. Okay, so it would look better if I did this, I suppose. Can I put both of these things in the same? There we go. So now I would expect it to work. Nope, now it's just totally disconnected. No, it didn't. It's that, yeah, it's that I was stuck on top of that player. Oh, I got to remove the is on floor thing for that then, huh? Because otherwise this player gets stuck here. Yeah. All right, let's go remove that call. Close out of these things. Then I can host this online and you can all connect. Play, like I said, a very fun game. All right, where are those tabs? This one, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so we go back to the player script and get rid of the is on floor bit here. There. Okay, now I need to expose this stuff to the internet. So I set up a tunnel to what, 8060? Yeah, 8060. And then how do I do the other bit here? I might have written it in the multiplayer section. Hosting a multiplayer server. There it is. Okay, pointing Cloudflare tunnels at a local WebSocket server. Oh, interesting. I didn't even think about this. If I'm hosting this myself, then it doesn't need to be HTTPS. Okay, I'm not certain this is going to work. But I want to try this. So I got to go set up tunnels to localhost 8060 and then to localhost 443. What is this trying to connect to? 443. Yeah. The only problem I'm going to have is this. I don't know if this is going to be broken. But I guess we'll find out soon enough. Look like you're doing important stuff. I mean, I am doing somewhat important stuff. But it's not so important I can't chat. Let's say this again. Oh, it's finally not lagging. This is amazing. I wouldn't have thought changing it to mobile would do something. All right, this next stuff I got to do off screen. So give me a sec. So I should really take a break. I should just take the break first. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm trying to be good about taking breaks. So for those who are in YouTube chat, if you want to play Jump Royale, come over to Twitch chat. And for those in Twitch chat, is it jump time? It's jump time. right, hey everybody. Oh, cat wants attention. Just realized you composed the jump time music? Yeah. It was for Botland. Check out the Botland OST command. I don't even know if that's a command. Oh, nice. Yeah. Wait, that was Botland bots. Check out the OST command. Is that gonna work? There we go. Okay. Oh, what a good cat you are. Yeah. Yeah. You're not even stepping on my keyboard. All right. Oh, wait. Close the game. Okay. Is Godot this bad for Mac? Never had this issue on Windows. I mean, I guess it's a little bit bad. Oh my God, can you see this? No, you can't. Watch this. Hey, Abby. Abby, show them what you can do. Abby. Okay, now you jump up. Yes, good cat. Good cat. What a good cat. All right, stream's done. We're done coding. Let's just pay attention to the cat time now. Here, let me zoom out so you can see her. Oh, wrong way. Okay. I know this messes up the whole green screen. What is that program? The program is Godot. All right. And hey, Che. Ah, what are you? I'm not trying to play with you. I'm trying to pet you. She wants to like lick my hand. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. Who's a good cat? You are. Whoop. Uh-oh. No. You're clicking stuff. No, she's on the keyboard now. Hey, no biting at the mouse. No, that's for humans to play with. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to do much with her here. All right, so I can use my keyboard as a mouse, thankfully. No, hey, no biting at cables. Hey. These are friendly cables. No. I'm gonna need to take you. Oh, she's pawing at the screen now. You're so curious. Oh, what a good cat. Well, please somebody clip that for me for later to share with my wife. Let me zoom in again. I'm gonna try to do work. Hopefully she'll just sit here. Cat's like, who's that cat on the camera? All right, so we were going over to Cloudflare tunnels, and then I took a break. So now let's go over back to tunnels. Okay, bye, cat. All right, so I think I can set this up. Where do we go? Zero trust, tunnels, access, network, tunnel, there. Okay, Godot web game is already set up somehow. How though? Healthy, what? Did I always point this on my own computer? Is it already online somehow? How do I even... It has no route. Hang on a second. What's going on here? Tunnel name, public host name. Godot2.bot.land. This site can't be reached. I don't know how this thinks this is healthy. This is not healthy. Delete. I do love that cat, as does my wife. Okay, I'll need to do this without sharing my screen. So enter, what did I call it? Engage privacy mode. All right, give me a sec. I'm gonna make a couple of tunnels here. Create a tunnel. Next, name your tunnel. Mac Godot web server. Yeah, save tunnel. Okay, what port is this on? 8060? Okay, now I need to do this. Give me a sec, this is all very private. Installing client as system launch, error generating templates already installed. What? I'm so confused. If you're running a tunnel, you can point it to multiple origins. Clean up existing service. Okay, I guess I got to do that. Cloudflare D service uninstall. What is going on? Error deleting, no such file or directory. I'm very confused as to what's going on right now. But it's not letting me set this thing up. Sorry, this is going to take a little bit of time. Error, brew link did not complete. Could not symlink. Target already exists. I don't want to overwrite this though. I don't understand why this is happening. Oh, I don't know what's going on. It just says no connectors installed. Yeah. Error generating template. Service is already installed. If you're running a tunnel, you can point it to multiple origins. I shouldn't be running a tunnel though. Oh man. All right, fine. I don't know. Let's struggle with this a little bit more. I only have one tunnel right now, and it's my mini PC. I don't. Maybe there's a way to list it or something. Can I do this without leaking a bunch of information? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to be private here and what won't be private. Let me see if I can update the agent. It's up to date. Is there a way to list all my tunnels that I have? Service. Service. There's just install and uninstall. That's it. Oh, wait, there's tunnel. Yeah, can I list my tunnels or something? Yeah, there's just the one, though. Try ngrok. Well, the thing is, I need two of these, and I think ngrok only supports one by default, right? I've never seen this fail to work. Do I need to like brew update, brew upgrade? No, everything's up to date. Upgrade, what's this called? Cloudflare D. It says warning already installed. I wonder if I just uninstall the entire thing and then just restart. I'll try another time like this. Mac OS Godot web server. I think I just accidentally named this Mac and nothing else. No, it's still failing. All right, I'm gonna uninstall the whole thing. I've never seen this happen. Brew uninstall Cloudflare D. I want to copy paste the error that I'm getting though. Let me do that first. There we go. Okay, so it's uninstalled. Now we're just going to reinstall the whole thing and try this from scratch. There should be no way for this to fail, right? Brew link did not complete successfully. Formula built but is not symlinked. Could not symlink. Target already exists. You might want to remove it first. This is so messed up. Oh man, I don't know what's happening. Yeah, I can't get this to work no matter what I'm trying here. All right, well, I'll try to figure out the error then. I suppose that's probably better at this point than what I'm doing right now. Let me just make sure I don't have anything that's going to show that's private here. Cloudflare, yeah, I don't think there's anything private anymore. Sorry about that extended amount of privacy mode time. So here's the issue I'm getting. Let me just type it into a gist so I know I'm not leaking anything on my other screen. So it says installing Cloudflare D client as system launch daemon. It'll run a boot. Error generating launch D template. Cloudflare service is already installed. If you're running a Cloudflare tunnel, you can point it to multiple origins, avoiding the need to run more than one service. Otherwise, if you're really sure, you can do service uninstall. And no amount of uninstalling it and trying to brew uninstall it, that stuff didn't work. Also, the whole pointed to multiple origins thing, I'm not sure what that's about. Cloudflare tunnel point to multiple origins. Add a second public host name to your existing tunnel. I have an existing tunnel anymore. I'm trying to make a new one. It's as simple as adding a, yeah. Use ingress rules. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do. I've never had this happen. I guess I should write it in my troubleshooting section and then figure out how to move past it, because this will probably happen again in the future, and it'd be nice to have notes on this. So what's the issue? Error generating launch D template. Full error looks like this. So it says you can do this. Cloudflare D service uninstall. If I do this, what happens? It says error deleting. No such file or directory. Yeah, so something's wrong here. I don't know how I got into this state though. Can I search for this? Not removed after uninstall. Recommend opening an issue. Just delete the service file after uninstalling and before reinstalling. Suffering the same thing. Solution is pretty quick. Here's an easy guide. Delete the files listed in this photograph. Hopefully this is not actually a photograph. After that, try to reinstall your tunnel. So just delete this stuff. I mean, there's nothing really that could go wrong here. I want this off my machine for right now so I can try again. Whoops. Sure you want to delete all the files. No matches found. Well, that was fun. Oh, man. No such file or directory. I guess it's not officially in systemd. I wonder if anything is in this. Com Cloudflare. What if I just made one to make it think that there was something there so that it could uninstall? I guess let's post this here too. I couldn't run the uninstall command for this reason. Oh, yeah, this. Okay, but what if we just put this there? What if we just like echo hi to that file and then try uninstalling? Hey, look at that. All right, well, I'm gonna copy that into this note. For that, I just tricked the uninstaller with this and then ran it again. So now maybe I can get this to work. This is so stupid. All right, now engage privacy mode. I need to go back into that so that I can try running these sensitive commands now. So let's copy this and let's see, does this work now? Says it's already installed. How is it already installed? I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, I don't know. For all I know, this is just a bug, and I'm not actually ever going to make progress here. I don't know what to do. Huh. Does it help to write most of what you're doing? I think it helps in cases like this where you end up fixing a problem and then you never know how you fixed it, and then you don't come across it again for like a year. I had that happen too many times. What, append still not able to uninstall the service? It was able to uninstall it, or at least it looked like it was. If you're struggling, ngrok can do multiple. Can it do it for free though? Because it used to be a paid thing to do multiple. Also, does it probably has to manage my domain for me, right? I just remember ngrok being super simple for like one service, and then I thought if you needed two, you had to pay. Free, run for your blog and side projects forever. No, maybe it is fine. Active endpoints 1. Okay, yeah, that's the problem. Oh man, but okay. I do plan on using tunnels again in the future for something. I'm just not sure what's causing this to fail this way. I wonder if I can uninstall everything completely. Like if I do this, this still points at something, right? Yeah. So brew, uninstall, Cloudflare. So now I should not have this anymore. Yeah, I don't. And if I try running something over here, it's just gonna fail. What is that? Cloudflare D. Whoops. There is a certificate in there. Can I just delete this whole directory? I'm gonna totally start over here. All right, engage privacy mode. Let's try this. Let's try this out. Didn't want to engage itself, so I'll just manually do it. Okay, I am gonna run this again. And paste. No, it's still failing. It's already installed. How does it think it's installed though? Permission denied? Oh, there. I got it. Ooh, weird. I think I got it. Hang on a second. I'm not even totally sure I know what I just did. No, wait, maybe I didn't. I No, I didn't. Okay, well, then let's just give up on this. This is pointless. I gotta go back out of all this stuff that I did. Failed to save. Okay. Uh, I'll just delete this thing. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I've never seen this before. And it seemed to succeed, but I would always eventually hit the same error. Is there anything online that people talk about that actually lets you fix this? Error generating this stuff. Oh, there are actually two different paths here. I didn't realize that. There's a plist file here in library launch daemons, and that and then there's one in the user level one. Maybe me not realizing there were two was actually the issue. Oh, I still want to search for this. It's all broken on Mac OS. It was in 2021 though, and it was closed. Using Symlink. I don't think it's that. Tunnel error when installed as a service. Launch agent. What happens when you manually start the service? Same thing. Succeeds with no logs. GitHub issue that covers this. There's a workaround in here though. Wait, what? I didn't see that. It's been fixed since then, but where was what they said is a workaround? Wait, it's to edit the plist file? I think I just need to delete all these things. I wonder if I still have one. Because, like I said, I didn't realize these were two different files. Let's go take a look. So there's that one and there's this one. All right, so let's put an ls before both of those and go run this. That exists. That does not exist. When was this one made? Friday, March 8th. That's today. Well, that's when it was edited at least. But do I have Cloudflare? I do. Service uninstall. Is that going to fail? Error deleting it. Remove the user one. No such file or directory. Yeah. And so if I create this and then uninstall, does it delete the other one as well? It doesn't. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe I just need to remove this. Permission denied. All right, give me one more shot at this. I'm gonna try again. It's a waste of everyone's time. So much for 20 minutes to put this online. Not that anyone who probably heard that is still here. All right. Or not that anyone from the raid, I mean, who heard that is probably still here. Network, tunnel. Okay, make a new tunnel. Good. Cloudflare, yup. Name it Mac. Godot web server, save tunnel. And create it like this. It looks like it was successful. But then I can't find the connector. What? Service install. Okay. I'll try rebooting at some point. Maybe that'll fix it. Yeah, let me just close out all this other stuff. Oh, what a shame. I wonder what could be going wrong. Because that issue that was fixed back in October is before I even started streaming again. So there's no way I touched this stuff in October. So something's different between when I last got this to work, which was like 3 weeks ago, and now. Is the game up? No, it's not. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that though. Have I done a brew update? Could be a new version. I did, and I didn't find a new version. Let me block everything in the dist folder so that this stuff doesn't show up. Yeah, if I do a brew update, it'll just say up to date. And if I do a brew upgrade, I guess the upgrade doesn't really matter because I also uninstalled and then reinstalled Cloudflare D. Other than rebooting my computer, I can't think of what else I would need to do to fix this. And maybe it's a new bug. Like maybe there's a new version of Cloudflare D and they just don't know about this. In which case I should file it. Last release was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I guess that's possible. Okay, let's look through the issues. Is there something new here? I can't use the tunnel. Is this person on Mac? No, Linux. Error on Ubuntu. Then these are from a while ago. Can we sort by created? Newest. No, now we're at 3 weeks ago. Well, maybe over here there were some that were closed very recently. No. Yeah, no. You're on another version when it worked and I recently updated. I mean that's probably likely because it looks like there was an update 2 weeks ago and I don't think I've done anything with tunnels on this computer in the last 2 weeks. But then I guess I should probably file a bug. Yeah, I guess I should do that. That would involve me just getting this error message, I guess. Okay, yeah, sure, let's do that. Okay, new issue. Bug report. Maybe downgrade to an older version. It's maybe doable. Brew list. What's this thing called? Cloudflare D. No, they only have the new one. 2024.2.1. 2.1. That's not supposed to be a month and a day, right? No, probably not. They're probably just version numbers. This was 2 weeks ago. And while that would be February, it would not be the 1st of February. All right, yeah, I'll just file a bug. Okay, so title. What's our issue here? Can't install, can't set up a tunnel on Mac OS with the new version. Well, new version being 2024. So I can't seem to get a tunnel up and running on Mac OS. Steps to reproduce. So steps were go to my login thing. I'm going to do all this stuff off screen. Zero trust, network, tunnel. Okay. Go to the Cloudflare dashboard. Just want to check. Yeah. Okay. Go to the Cloudflare dashboard. Navigate to the tunnels page. Click create a tunnel. Choose Cloudflare D. Name the tunnel. On the next page, choose, well, regardless of which option is used, Cloudflare D fails. Tunnel ID and Cloudflare D config. Do I even, what? Config. I think I deleted all of that. Yeah, I deleted the whole thing. Oh man. I don't want to include a tunnel ID though. I don't want to have to like I don't have to leave this up and running. But I guess what does it matter? Why not? I'll just go make a new tunnel and we'll just never touch it. All right, so we'll make a new tunnel called bug report tunnel, I guess. Bug report tunnel. Save. So how do I get them the tunnel ID though? I don't even know what that is. Unless it's the name. It could be the UUID I have in my URL up here. They should say how to get this here. I don't know. Cloudflare deconfig. I deleted my configuration and started from scratch for this. It's what? /.cloudflare_d. Yeah, okay. Expected behavior. I'm able to start a tunnel. Okay, OS. Mac OS. What, 14.2.1. Architecture. ARM version 14.2.1. Oh, maybe that's a version of Cloudflare D. 2024.2.1. I really think they need to change this bug template to make this stuff clear. There's just a Cloudflare version here. That's what they mean. Okay, logs and errors. Add logs and errors to explain your problem. So here is what I get when I run the Cloudflare D service install command. I get this output. When I try to run Cloudflare D service uninstall. RevRox, thank you for resubbing. This is the kind of quality content everyone wants to see, filing bug reports when they can't do something they could have done a few weeks ago. I think trying an old version is a good idea, by the way. I just don't think I can install it through Homebrew, so I probably need to do something a little different. And is there even an old release here? Yeah, this would probably work if we could figure out how to use this. And they have an AMD 64 version. They don't have an ARM version. Mac, Darwin. Huh, yeah. I guess you have to install through Brew. I get this error. Where's the error? Yeah. When I touch this and rerun that command, it seemingly works. but I keep getting into the same problem on installation the next time around. I tried completely uninstalling via brew and also deleting this. That didn't seem to work. I don't have any other tunnels running on this machine. This all worked for me a few weeks ago, which was presumably version 2024 point whatever the last one is. 2.0. And it just says last month. When was that? Oh, there it is. February 8th. Wow, February 8th. So that was a month ago. Would I have run using this version? What are they doing with tunnels? I don't know. I'll just write that it was either this one or the one before it. Yeah, I'll just say presumably a previous version. Although I'm not sure which. I should be able to brew install that one. If I can do that, that would be pretty good. No formula available. Yeah, I looked into this a while ago. There's no easy way to install old versions of stuff through Brew. You need to like download a Ruby file and then change it, I guess. I don't know. Like if this were a node package or something, you could just install any version. I don't know if there's anything else I need to include here. I feel like that's kind of everything. Yeah, I'm just gonna submit this. There's a brew switch command now. Oh, I don't have that. Yeah, how do I get that? Do they document it on here, I wonder? Switch. No, this is the name of a cask. Do they have it for they have I don't know, documentation for this? Here it is. Brew command documentation. I don't think they have a switch command. It got deleted. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure that doesn't exist. Yeah, wow, this is a shame. All right, well, let's link this from my notes, I suppose. At this point, I gave up and filed an issue. Well, that's too bad. Yeah, that's too bad. Okay, well, if I can't get that working, is it worth doing anything else just yet? I guess we could submit what I've done. Yeah, and I could add more movement mechanics or something. I think we should just hang out and chat though. Let me at least submit what I've done. I feel like that can be done. What is this? Oh, export presets, yeah. You know, this really isn't that bad. So if doing this through the command line, I feel like you could just set this thing up and you'd pretty much be good to go. I wonder. Oh, I should list where I got this from. Host.py. There it is. Yeah, except for I don't know where is this exactly located here? Yeah. This was taken from here. Sounds good. It's just a quick thing to host it. We changed the project viewport. We added in some blocks and stuff. I mean, I think that's pretty much it. How did the player change? Oh, I'm syncing the position differently too. Yeah, all right. So let's check in all the block stuff, I guess. Scale. The scale is technically part of the block thing, so we'll stage that. The platform game. This doesn't change anything with the spawner, does it? No, it's probably fine. And then what about the project? Yeah, project we need to update. Export presets don't matter. Okay, cool. So add blocks and platforms. All right, next up is synchronize movement. Yeah. And if we want to be very particular about this, we could say add in some different movement stuff as a separate commit. Yeah, I think that's fine. Sure. All right, so stage this. Add some extra movement stuff. Pressing home will reset your position. And pressing up or down will triple gravity for you. Cool. All right, so now we just have sync position. Good, so make player movement smooth. It's now linearly interpolated on other clients, or well, linearly interpolated for other clients, other players. Yeah. I found the Ruby file if you want to try. Let me think about this. Do I want to try? I'm intellectually curious. I will say that. But I think the problem is the more I do something like that, the more I need to keep going into privacy mode and then not sharing my screen. And I just feel like it's not good for this stream. I might as well just pack it in for today and chat with everybody. Okay, so allow for hosting the game more easily. You can now do a web export and run host.sh. This is a simple wrapper around the Python script. Yeah, to host the server. To host the web server, host the client in a web server. Okay, cool. All right, so there's all the code. It's online. If you go to my GitHub, and there it is. Yeah. So if anyone's curious about this code, it's all right there. It's certainly nothing special. Again, to show off what it was that we had done here, it's just this. There are a couple of players and you can jump around and it's just networked. The reason I wanted to do this stuff though is this is the start of so many different games. I mean, think how many games you played where it's just like, well, you move around and you do something in the world. And I know there's a ton of work that goes in between what you see here and an actual game, but as far as the networking stuff goes, I don't really think it's too much more. There's some, maybe like lag prediction or extrapolation sorts of things. And, if you ever had too many things in the game to network, finding a way to optimize that. Otherwise, yeah, it's kind of just these mechanics. And so what I want to do at some point with this is make like a small enough game out of this prototype. And that way we could at least figure out, does it work? Does it feel good? After that, I want to make like a full multiplayer game, I think. I think it'd be pretty cool. Oh yeah, dealing with cheating. Yeah, that's the other thing. I haven't done anything about that yet. Oh, we need to learn how exactly I'll get that stuff to work. Because like I said, one of the ways you could kind of just mess with this right now is you could just say, you know what, my jump speed is 10 times the amount that it is. And I'm pretty sure the other game would just say like, yep, okay, guess it is. And I think, can we just make that change now and see what happens? Player.gd. Yeah, if I just set jump velocity higher, let me close out of this. Okay, so I'll set it to times 5. Okay, now I'll try jumping. It didn't take effect immediately. And I'm not sure why. Oh, maybe. Hang on one second. Let me try something else. Let me try that. Now that also didn't work. Huh. I don't know if it's because... Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. But if the client is the authority, then I don't think there should be a problem here. The server runs something. Let me just try restarting the client. Okay, no. Yeah. There's okay, that's the example of cheating. I just launched myself off the top of the screen. And there I am. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so nothing's stopping that from happening right now. And I suppose I should write down that that's the easiest way to test this. Edit. Note that the easiest way to test this is to start the server, then modify player.gd to change some value like the velocity, then start the clients with those modified values. The server doesn't know/care at this point. Edit in the bin folder. Well, what I was thinking of originally, if you're not, I don't know what it is that's making this work this way exactly, but you can start a game in Godot and then modify a script and it'll modify the running game. For whatever reason, I don't think that's working with this. And I'm not sure if I don't know what I'm doing wrong exactly. It's not a requirement either though. Like I said, it's fine to just be able to modify this and then run the client at your leisure. Man. Yeah, so input validation stuff I think is really interesting for real-time games because it's not like Botland had the same architecture as this, right? It was a client-server game, but it wasn't real-time. And even when it was real-time, it was like real-time where everything took place through the server because it wasn't like ultra real-time. And that's a term I just made up, but imagine any sort of platformer or something. You're running, you're jumping, you're doing everything sort of these very micro movements. Whereas with Botland, it was like, oh, you place a bot and then, you know, you just kind of like wait 10 seconds and then do something else. So when you have that few, such a small set of actions you can perform, it doesn't really matter if there's an extra 100 milliseconds waiting for it, but it would matter in a platformer. One way to stop cheating is checksum and SHA hash of a file. I mean, that's for like downloading something. You would make sure it's not tampered with. Um, I'm not talking about that sort of thing. What I'm talking about more was like what you just saw, pretty much. Like this is the real code, and then you take this and you're like, you know what? I want to jump twice as high as everybody else. So you just put a ×2 in here. The server would just be like, oh, well, you're the authority. So yeah, looks like you jumped twice as high as everybody else. And so we need some way to not do that. And I think there are essentially two methods you have. for validating that the player can do something. One is either take in their inputs and run the simulation for them and let clients predict it, or take in their outputs and see if they make sense. Like, did you move too fast? Did you, I don't know, do too much damage? Something like that. And I don't know what's better here. And I wonder how much you can kind of base this on what other games did. Because I watched a live overflow video a long time ago about people getting teleporting working in Minecraft. And it was very interesting. And it makes me think that this way is probably better for making sure people aren't cheating. Because at this point, you're only saying, did the player press these inputs? And like, who cares if they're lying about that? Like, oh, I pressed the up and down buttons at the same time. Like, doesn't really matter. It should only ever move you into legal states of the game. I just don't know how well that would work. Also, actually, this whole position interpolation thing, I kind of wanted to make into its own component. All right, well, what else do we have? Get moving to look good. So test out chat. Yeah. Change your speed locally and it gets replicated without issue. Either the client stays, the authority, and the server validates the results of the inputs, or the server or the client sends the inputs to the server and predicts what will happen for itself. Yeah. What's really interesting about how like professional FPSs work is the server can essentially keep track of what each client's view of something is. So something that looks like a hit on your screen might not actually have been a hit on the server. And that stuff is really, I don't know, that just seems complex to me. Like the theory is not that hard. Yeah, how do you do it in practice? And I don't think we're going to end up doing something like that. And honestly, even if we made something like an FPS, I don't think it would probably matter too much. I mean, so what if the server says you're slightly off and you were, really like 2 pixels onto the right spot? I don't know. Wow. So, yeah, then I think we need to test the position synchronization with other forces that can be applied. Test the position synchronization with other forces that can be applied, e.g. explosions, conveyor belts, etc. We may want to synchronize the velocity of a player rather than their position. Now, you'd always need their position as well in addition to their position. I don't know. I'm just going to write it as a question mark. Yeah, adding movement mechanics and stuff. Eventually, like I said, turning this into at least somewhat of a real game. Yeah, consider adding other movement mechanics. Double jumping, dashing, grappling, teleporting forward a little bit. Pretty big issue with, for example, a fast-paced FPS game with lots of projectiles. I think it'd be incredibly difficult to solve perfectly. Yeah, but I think it was Valve that published something on this a while ago about like the techniques they used. I'm not sure who it was exactly, but yeah, it sounds like they had a pretty good system. And I think for any probably like mega popular FPS, it seems like players are happy enough by at least the hit detection. You can say whatever you want about the balance or the artwork or whatever, but like, yeah, I think they figured out networking well enough. You have to factor in time and lag. Yeah. 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 And so something I think would be kind of cool to do at some point is make a game where you just don't need to think about any of that stuff. Like just trust the clients. And like I said, I think the only way you can really ever trust the clients is if you're playing with just your friends, because then the only people who get hurt are your friends. Also, I think that style of game is just pretty cool. And games that I think are sort of that style, Terraria, Minecraft. I know they're not all this way, but like Stardew Valley. These are games I think of as like you're hosting your own server. You get to choose who comes onto that server. So if those people cheat, you just ban them from the server, and then that's it. They're gone, or you don't invite them to your next play session or something. And there are plenty of other games like this, but yeah, it's that style of game where you're just inviting your friends. I guess the whole test making a dedicated server is already done. Also, that was pretty easy. Oops, what did I just do? Report content. What was the reference link that I had for this though? Oh yeah, exporting for dedicated servers. Yeah, I already did all this. I have learned quite a lot. I definitely have. And I do want to make a video on all this stuff at some point and be like, hey, if you want to make multiplayer stuff, here's how you get started. Probably not make a paid course or anything. Just be like, look, here's what I learned. I think if it's not going to be paid though, that's a lot of content to produce. Okay. So delete this. I think we filled out the journal, right? Got to the point where players can move around and their movement was somewhat smooth. I couldn't actually host this for people to try out because I ran into this issue with Cloudflare tunnels. And the issue is, how do I find that? Issues I opened. I don't know. How do I do this? Issues. I don't know how to find the issue. Oh, here we go. Issues. Ah. All right. Now created. Can't set up a tunnel. Good. All right. Well, I think that's it. I think I'll just get going. I definitely want to try this out though. So try the tunnel stuff again after a reboot and see if it works. Any surprising learnings so far? I can't think of anything. There were like mildly surprising things. I really liked learning about how the spawner stuff works. Because I think what's kind of cool about this is if you were to just click this link and read what it does, it says automatically replicates spawnable nodes from the authority to other multiplayer peers. And I read that and I'm like, what does that mean though? And when would you use this? And you look through the documentation and it's not totally clear. Like I felt like I unraveled a mystery as I figured out how to use this. So I don't know if that was surprising exactly, but it's kind of neat to see. And like it makes sense now. I think that's the goal of any learning path is to make sense of something. And now we have code that we can look at later if we need to. That's not the code. There's the code. I was going to say this was the bulk of what I had done. Pretty interesting to see how you approach things. You're learning yourself. Yeah, and normally, see, this is kind of the problem with tech, I feel, is that you're never really dealing with one piece of technology. It's like you can't just learn TypeScript. you're learning TypeScript on your computer with your text editor, with your whatever other things you have going on. And so like your CPU might be slowly burning out, and that might cause some weird bug to happen. And you might say, oh, well, TypeScript sucks, or I can't figure out this bug. And in essence, that's essentially what happened today. I feel like I wanted to test this stuff out, and then I ran into this. This could be my fault. I might have some problem here that's stopping me from doing this. It could be Cloudflare's bug that they have. I don't know, but it's like I wasn't setting out to do anything with this. I was setting out to learn Godot stuff, and it happened to use this. And I don't know. That sort of stuff just makes it a little bit tough sometimes. It's relatable. Yeah, also I'm not like super bummed or anything. I'm I was more disappointed by the Godot lag. That was bumming me out more. This is like, well, hopefully at some point we figure it out. The other thing that I'm happy about is how we left this with, I filed an issue. If I had not filed that issue, then I think I would have been worse off, because at least then when I do this, I feel like other people might look at this and help me. If I were to just give up, then what changed between now and 2 days from now? Like nothing. And ideally, the only thing that might have fixed it on its own is them upgrading to another version where someone else reported it or happened to notice that there was a bug. Actually, we could just see what their commits are. I kind of wonder. Oh wait, what, 8 commits since then? Oh yeah, my bad. I guess we could compare it to the last release anyway, but yeah, I wonder if we could figure out what caused that to happen. Like I said, could just be me. All right, let's go find someone to raid. I've got some homework to do for the weekend. Okay, you know what? Primogen hosted me. I have never hosted Primogen. Or no, maybe I did a long time ago. Mute. And let's go raid them. Are they still going to be streaming? I'm not actually sure. Well, whatever. I'm still going to raid them. Whoa, Rimo, thanks for the tier 3 sub. And yeah, I hope you have a great weekend too. Let me go type this in. Support Linux systems and got some app to compile. Turned out they supplied a mix of 64 and 32-bit. Yeah. Yeah. That's how it always starts. Well, thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great weekend. If you want to join on Discord, that'd be great. If you want to watch any of the YouTube videos I've been making over the last few weeks, that'd also be great. I'll be back on Monday. I'm going to try just doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday now, and saving Tuesday for YouTube and saving Thursday for some kind of co-working, but just not on stream. So cheers. Hi, everybody.